Hello, everybody. I'm in Pickering right now with our candidate, Lisa Robinson. I'm very pleased to be here because today we will have a discussion about the crazy woke ideology and the DEI policies. They try to destroy our Western civilization values. And let's have a discussion about that. I know, Lisa, that you are our candidate, but also you are an elected representative at your city. And people voted for you to promote your ideas and our values. And you have a fight and for a long time now against your mayor about what is happening at your city. Can you tell Canadians and what is the fight that you are doing and why are you doing that?
It's great to be here with you today. It has been a really big fight against the corporation of the city of Pickering, the mayor, and my fellow colleagues standing up and representing the people of Pickering. They have started bringing in all of these crazy ideologies, and I've been thinking, it's just common sense what I'm standing for, and yet, you know what? They've taken away my pay for over 9 months for standing up for things for the people, such as only flying our Canadian flag on our governmental buildings, or for protecting the children and making sure that they have a safe washroom to go to. I tried bringing forward a motion that all men, women, boys, and girls should have the right to use a biological bathroom or to use a universal change room, which would be inclusive of all genders and our families. And of course, I lost 3 months' pay for even bringing those forward, and we didn't even get to debate them. That's the thing, is that we couldn't even get them to the floor for a debate. They shut me down. They wrote letters to the integrity commissioner and removed my pay because of it.
What about the hiring process at your municipality?
Our hiring process right now is based on DEI, which is absolutely ludicrous because I don't believe that anyone should be hired or anyone should
have a promotion,
have any kind of a promotion based on the color of their skin, their religious beliefs, or their sexual preferences. That's not what we should be judging people by. The people should be getting ahead and should be getting hired based on their character, based on their merit, how hard they've worked to get to where they are these days. And unfortunately, that's not happening. People that have the credentials are being thrown to the wayside, and people who don't have the credentials or the merit are being promoted. And it's very sad what's happening in the corporation.
And what is happening in your city, as you may know, it's happening also at the federal government. Under the Liberals government, they are promoting that ideology. So people will have a promotion because of their color of their skin, because of their sexual orientation. It's very dangerous. It is against our Western civilization values. And we at the People's Party, and I was very pleased when you decided to be a candidate for us, because it's part of our program. It is part of our platform. We are the only national political party that is fighting against that crazy woke ideology. And you, because now you are victims of that. What about your freedom of expression, your freedom of speech? If you cannot sit at the council, if you cannot be there, and you are elected, so that's against, the freedom of speech. You cannot speak for your people. Are you able to fight that, or do you have any legal challenge that you can do?
Well, I'm doing my best to fight that right now, and just to put it out there so everybody knows, every single complaint to the integrity commissioner that has come forward against me has been coming. Only one was coming from the residents. The rest of them have been coming from my own council, from the mayor, and from the CAO. So they're making it seem like, I'm doing all these bad things, but yeah, it's my own council that are the ones, because they're afraid, right? Because I am trying to bring forward things like, to remove DEI. I tried to bring forward a notice of motion to remove it because they're removing it from all around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at all the top corporations, all the top companies in that, you could look at the Ford Motor Company, you can look at Meta, you can look at Google, Walmart, John Deere, Lowe's. There's numerous big corporations out there that are removing DEI, and yet the corporation of the city of Pickering is implementing
and
it.
promoting it.
They're promoting it, yes.
They're like the federal government. The federal government is doing that, guys. So can we go back to the common sense? And you are fighting for us. You are fighting for the common sense. That's why I was very pleased when you decided to run for us at the federal level. And people in Pickering, this is your candidate. This is your lady, guys. She's there to fight for you. So if you like our ideas, if you're ready to fight for our Western civilization values, she's your guy. She has balls. That's why I'm cheating. She has balls. She's fighting for us, and I will fight for you also, and we will fight for every Canadian across this country for the real common sense. And we are saying no to DEI. We are saying yes to meritocracy.
Right.
That's our country. That's our values. And I'm very happy and very proud that you're doing that fight. I don't know what we can do to help you more. I know that you can support her. You can support Lisa. That will help her at the federal level. And when the time will come at the municipal level, be ready, because that's only the beginning.
Yeah. And I think people really also need to know that they have to start getting informed about the candidates that are also running in Pickering.
Yeah.
Because our Liberal representative that they put in Pickering doesn't even live in Pickering or in Durham. They're being dropped in from Markham. But what's really, really concerning is really concerning. Being a hardcore conservative like I am, the conservative representative that they're bringing in is one doesn't live in Pickering, of course, but during the whole entire COVID fiasco that we had, this person was enticing people and advocating for children to go out and get the shot. And not only that, I mean, they were imposing the restrictions on the children and also on the marginalized the community. They were throwing dance parties in order to entice them because they found out about all the vaccine hesitancy that was going on. And this is the candidate that I'm up against here in Pickering, and they call themselves a conservative. Well, they're not conservatives. They're no better than the Liberals, and they don't share our Western values that we have here in Canada. Everybody should have their own choice to bodily autonomy, and they're just they're pushing it on the people, and I don't think that's right at all.
It is not, and this is what Polyev did also, the leader of the Conservative Party during the COVID hysteria. He was asking Trudeau to give us the shot as fast as possible. He was promoting that. And now we know that what we said during that time that was not safe and effective, we were right, and people understand it. More people understand that right now. But promoting these shots right now to kids, it's a crime because they don't need it. They don't need it, and this is more dangerous for kids than it is for older people. Yeah.
Absolutely. And anyone that sits there and promotes it and pushes it, they should not be an elected official at all. Because people should have the choice. Nobody should be coerced, no one should be pushed, no one should be bribed. Throwing dance parties, giving free burgers, free shakes to the people, or paying them to go out there and take something that is experimental is nothing that our elected representatives should have been involved in. And right there in the corporation of the city of Pickering, our very own, who is today's mayor, he was a regional councillor while all this was going on. Two of the regional councillors, they went away on vacation while they were telling everybody else to stay home, don't have Christmas dinner with your family, don't let the kids go to the parks.
Don't enjoy life.
Don't enjoy life. And what were they doing? They were out there, one was in Costa Rica, and another one was I can't remember where the place was, where the mayor was, but they were both away while telling everyone. And in Orchard Villa here in Pickering, I don't know if you remember or not, but they had to bring the army in because we had over 80 people or close to 80 people that died alone during COVID because they were telling everybody, you're not allowed to go see them, stay away from them, this and that, while they were out gallivanting around. So I find that very disturbing, very disgusting, and those are not people that should be representing Canadians, because that's not who we are. We're all about taking care of our neighbors, taking care of our friends, helping one another, and instead what they did was very, very selfish, and they forced this on the people, and a lot of people died alone, and that's one thing that I will never ever forgive them for.
And that's why, we were there, the People's Party was there, I was there at the Freedom Convoy, and for us
Yes.
it was in our DNA, it is in our DNA because this political party has been founded on 4 principles: individual freedom, personal responsibility, respect and fairness. And all our policies are in line with that. That's why we did the fight at that time for Canadians. And that's why we are putting you, Canadian first, in our country first, and that's what you're doing in your riding. So I hope that people understand over there that there's only one choice, the real choice, the common sense choice, the choice for the people. Lisa, I want to thank you very much to be with us during that fight, and I'll see you at the end of the campaign for sure. And I'm working hard to be in Parliament, back in Parliament, and I know that you're doing the same thing. I may see you in Parliament. I want to see her in Parliament the 28th of April.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen.